Please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering concepts. In this video lecture, I will explain you analysis and designing of 3 lakh capacity circular water tank by using staad Pro v8i software. So initially I will show you the specification which is related to the 3 lakh capacity water tank, which is related to the dimensions of the beams and dimensions of the columns and the dimensions of the tank. So before going to modeling of the tank, initially we need to fix the dimensions. So click on this document file. So I will attach this respected file which is consisting of the dimensions, calculations and specification which is related to the 3 lakh capacity water tank. So it is also consisting of hydrostatic pressure calculation part. Okay, so initially I will explain you the dimensions for this respected tank. So here capacity we are taking here as 3 lakh capacity. So initially we need to calculate the volume. So if you want to calculate the volume, initially we need to divide this 3 lakh capacity with 1000 so that it can get the value of 300 meter cube. So now assuming the height of the cylindrical portion is 6 meter, so that volume equals to pi r square, which is the formula. We need to substitute here like this. Height equals to 6 meter, so that it can get the value of your radius is 4 meter. So again in the second trial you can assume the height of the tank is 5 meter. So if you submit this respected value here, so that it can get the radius as 4.5 meter. Okay, so from this respected two observations we need to take one single value. Okay, depends upon your considerations of the tank. So here I am assuming the dimensions of the tank is 4.5 radius and 5 meter height. Okay, so let us consider the number of columns are 8 here, and bracing side just I am considering here as 0.3 cross 0.23, and column side just I am assuming here as 0.35 cross 0.35. Bottom ring beam just I am taking here as 0.23 cross 0.69. Top ring beam just I am considering here as 0.23 cross 0.35, and bottom slab just I am taking here as 180 mm, and cylindrical portion just I am considering here as 150 mm, and top dome section just I am considering here as 120 mm. Grade of the concrete is M.Tech grade, and grade of the steel is Fe 500 grade steel. Okay, so these are the specifications which is related to your respected water tank. Now we need to model the circular water tank. So for that, click on staad Pro v8i software here. So click on the new project option, select the spacing option. Now we have to give the file name. Just I am taking here as 3 lakh capacity. So here I am selecting the location as per my considerations. Just I am considering my folder to the desktop 3 lakh capacity water tank. Click on OK. So here I am selecting the length units will be in meter as well as force units will be in kilonewton. Click on next option. Click on finish option. So the model will be open like this, which is consisting of 10 number of horizontal lines and 10 number of the vertical lines for this respected structure. So after that we need to import the column section for this respected tank. Okay, so for that we have to go to geometry option, click on run structure wizard option. So here we are assuming that number of columns will be consisting of your respected water tank is 8 members. So as per my consideration, just I am considering here as 8 members. So for that, firstly we have to select the frame models. So in this I am selecting the reverse cylinder option. So now we have to enter the length of the staging. So here I am assuming length of the staging is 12 meter, and radius of the tank we need to assume as per the calculation we are taken here as 4.5 meter, and angle is 360 degrees. Number of base along length direction just I am assuming here as 4, and number of base along periphery direction just I am assuming here as 8. Okay, click on apply option. Now we can see the column sections will be open here like this, which is related to the staging of the tank. Now we have to import this respected model from structure wizard option to staad Pro software. So click on cancel option, click on yes option. Now you can see the staging was imported to this respective staad Pro software here. So after importing process completed, we need to delete all the frame members at the top section as well as your bottom section for the staging. So here I was deleted all these properties. So after deleting all this property, we need to add the circular beam at this portion. Okay, so we need to add the bottom beam section. Okay, so for that go to geometry again. Again we have to click on run structure wizard again. So in this we need to select the frame models again. So in this we need to select the frame models again. In the frame model it will be consisting of circular beam. Double click on it. So here we have to enter the radius of the circle. Just I am considering here as 4.5, and angle will be 360. Number of base along periphery just I am assuming here as 20 numbers. Click on apply option. So now we have to import this respected periphery to the respected staad Pro software. So for that, click on cancel option, click on yes option. So now we have to enter the y direction distance. Let us consider the y direction distance is 12 meter height. Click on OK. So click on OK. Now we can see all the lines are added here for this respected circular beam. Okay, so after adding the circular beam sections, we need to add the cylindrical portion. Okay, so cylindrical portion as per the calculation, it will be consisting of your respected height, as we are assumed here as 5 meter only. Okay, so for that again we have to go to geometry option here, click on run structure wizard option. So in this we need to select the surface plate models. So here I am selecting cylindrical surface. Let us assume the length of this respective cylindrical circle is 5 meter, and starting radius we need to assume here as 4.5, and ending radius is also we need to assume here as 4.5, and number of divisions along length direction just I am considering here as 5 as per my consideration. So along periphery we need to assume here as 20. Why? Because we are taking the number of base along periphery direction for the respected bottom ring beam will be of 20. So that's why we need to consider here also 20, and we have to consider the axis is 1 in y direction end. Click on apply. Now you can see this is the cylindrical portion. We need to import this respected cylindrical portion from this structure wizard option again. So for that we have to click on the cancel option, click on S option. So now we have to enter this y direction angle is 12 meter. Why? Because the staging will be exist at the 12 meter height. Okay, now we can see this respected cylindrical portion was imported here like this. So after that we have to add the bottom slab section for the tank. Okay, so for that we need initially we need to cut the portion which is related to the bottom section only. So here I am selecting here now bottom ring beam here like this. Now we have to add the mesh property for this section. So for that we need to select the generate surface meshing option here. Select the first node point, second node point, third node point. In the same process we have to select all the node points for this respected circular portion. So after that it will open your options here like this, which is consisting of 10 number of the divisions for the respected sections. So here I am assuming the divisions will be consisting of approximately of, just I am taking here as 3, 3, 3, 3 for this respected member here. Let us assume just we need to decrease the divisions. Why? Because if you add high amount of the divisions, then it will get high amount of the node point sections. Okay, so that's why just I am adding only the 3 numbers. Click on OK option. So it will add your respective property node points here like this. Okay, if you want to decrease your respected node point sections, you can decrease by using your respected number of divisions. Okay, so after that again we have to click on the whole structure command here like this. Okay, now we have to add the top ring beam for this tank. Okay, so further go to geometry again we have to click on run structure wizard again in this we need to select the frame models again, circular beam up again. So here we have to select the radius is 4.5. So number of base along periphery are 20. Click on apply. Now we have to import this respected circular beam to the respected height of 12 plus 5, which is equals to 17 meter height. So click on OK option. So it will do your respected circular beam sections here like this. Okay, so after that we have to see this model in rendering view. Click on the 3D rendering view option. So this is the 3D rendering view for this 3 lakh capacity circular water tank. So after importing this respected beam section, we need to import the top spherical cap for this respected circular tank. So for that go to geometry option here, click on run structure wizard option. In this we need to select the surface plate, select here as spherical surface option. So initially we need to select the base diameter. So let us consider the base diameter which is equals to your respected 9 meter. Okay, why? Because we are taking the radius of the tank is 4.5 multiplied by 2, which is equals to 9 meter. So now we have to assume the diameter of the sphere should be greater than your 9 meter. Let us consider here as 12, just I am assuming. So here I am assuming latitude divisions will be consisting of 10 and longitude divisions will be consisting of 20. Click on apply option. Now you can see it will be consisting of your spherical cap here like this. So after that we have to cancel this option, click on S option. Now we have to enter the height direction here. So let us consider the height is which is consisting of 17 meter. Click on OK option. So now we can see spherical cap was imported to here respected options here like this. So after that we have to click on the front view here. So initially we need to move the spherical cap to the downward direction. So firstly we have to select the node to node distance option. Select the first node point, select the second node point. So spherical cap will be consisting of at a distance of 3.969. Okay, so for that firstly we have to select the plate cursor here. Just I am selecting all the plates. Click on select your all plates, right click on it, move option. So let us move this respected distance will be consisting of approximately minus 3.969. Click on OK option. So it will move your respected spherical cap to the downward direction. So after that we have to click on merge option, delete all set of first nodes, click on OK, click on S option. So now we can see all the nodes are exported here. So after that we have to delete the center to center distance, remove all this node point distance. So click on 3D view. Now we have to see this model in rendering view. So for that firstly we have to click on the 3D rendering view option. Okay, so this is the 3D rendering view for this respected water tank, which is consisting of 8 number of the columns will be exist for this, and which is consisting of 4.5 meter radius tank. Okay, so after modeling process is completed we need to assign the properties. Okay, so before that we need to define the properties. So initially I will define the properties which is related to the bracing size as well as column sizes. Okay, so firstly I will go to the define option for that. So select the rectangular section. So here I am selecting 0.3 cross 0.23 is the size of the bracings. So again we have to assume the column size. Let us consider here as 0.35 cross 0.35. Click on add button. So after that we have to add the bottom ring beam size. Okay, let us consider the bottom ring beam size will be consisting of 0.23 cross 0.69. So here I am taking the depth is 0.69. Again this is 0.23. Click on add option. Again in the same process we have to add the top ring beam size. Okay, so here I am considering top ring beam will be consisting of 0.35 cross 0.23. Click on add option. So after that we have to add the slab thickness for these sections. So go to select your thickness option. Initially we need to add 0.18 option. Click on add. Again we have to add the 0.15. Again we have to add 120 mm. Okay, so after that firstly we have to assign the column size. So for that select 0.35 cross 0.35. Go to select option, beams parallel to Y condition system. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option. So after that we have to assign the bracing thickness for this respected section. So for that firstly we have to select the front view and we have to select all the bracing sections for this respected tank here like this. So click on assign to selected beams, assign option, yes option. Again we have to select the bottom ring beam size. Select here, select the bottom ring beam size. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option. So after that we have to select the top ring beam size. Select these respected options. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option. Now we have to select the plate thickness. So we have to assign this respected plate thickness for the bottom section. So for that we have to select the plate thickness for this respected bottom tank. So here I am selecting all this bottom tank plate thickness like this. Click on assign to selected plate, assign yes option. Now we have to assign this respected last plate thickness for the spherical cap at the top. So for that we have to drag this respected spherical cap at the top here like this. Click on assign to selected plates, assign yes option. Now we have to assign the plate thickness for the cylindrical portion here. So for that firstly we have to select by missing attribute, missing property here. So it will select all your respected cylindrical portion here. Click on assign to selected plates, assign option, yes option. Now we have to see this respected model in rendering view again. So for that we have to click on the 3D rendering view option. Now we can see this is my 3D rendering view for this respected circular water tank which is consisting of 3 lakh capacity. So for this respected tank it is consisting of bracing sizes of 0.23 cross 0.3 and column size of 0.35 cross 0.35 and bottom ring beam will be consisting of 0.69 cross 0.23 and top ring beam will be consisting of approximately 0.3 cross 0.23 and the cylindrical portion will be consisting of 150 mm, top dome will be consisting of 120 mm and bottom section will be consisting of slab of 180 mm. So after modeling process completed we need to assign the supports. So go to select your supports option, click on create option, click on add option, select your support tool with the help of the front view option, select all the node points at the base. Click on assign to selected nodes option, assign option, yes option. So after that we have to assign the load cases for this respected water tank. So the water tank height will be approximately consisting of 17 plus top dome height, which is approximately, if you consider top dome will be consisting of 2 meter, then it will be consisting of 19 meter height. Okay, so for that reason only we need to consider the wind loading condition system. So if you assume this respected water tank was located in zone 2 seismic condition, then no need to consider about the seismic loading condition. Okay, so for that firstly we have to select the load case as details. So initially I will define the load case which is related to the wind definition. Select the wind definition here like this. Click on add option. So initially we need to add the type 1 wind 1. Close option, select type 1 wind 1, click on add. So firstly we have to enter the intensity. Just I am considering intensity 1.5 which is acting at a distance of, let us consider 9 meter. Again I am selecting 1.2 intensity 15 meter. So this respected value will be assumed as per my considerations, not accurate values. So but you have to consider the respected values depends upon your calculation of the wind load as per the IS codal provision 875. Okay, so click on add option. Okay, so after that we have to add the exposure factor as 1. Add button, close option. Now we have to select the exposure 1 by using assign to view, assign yes option. So after assigning the exposure factor, we need to assign the load case details. So select the load case details option, click on add option. So initially we have to select the wind load condition here. Okay, so otherwise you can continue with the dead load also, no problem. Okay, select the dead load. Let us consider here as GL, add option. So again in the same process, just I am adding the live load condition system. Let us consider here as live load, so which is related to the less amount of the live load for the respected values. So again we have to add the hydrostatic pressure, which is related to the fluid loads. Okay, so here I am taking hydrostatic pressure, click on add. Okay, so after that we have to add the wind loading condition system. Just I am considering here as wind load x direction. Again I am considering wind load which is in z condition. Okay, so firstly we will select the dead load condition system, click on add. So initially we need to add the sulfate here, click on add. So after that we have to add the parapet wall load for this respected tank for the beam section. Okay, why? Because most of the tanks will be consisting of parapet wall sections, so that's why we need to consider a parapet wall section. Okay, so select the dead load condition, click on add. So here we have to calculate the intensity of the parapet wall load. So if you consider the parapet wall will be consisting of 125 mm. So if you consider the parapet wall will be consisting of 125 mm multiplied by unit weight of the brickwork multiplied by 1.2 meter height, then it will get the value of 3 here. So we need to add the member load which is related to the -3 kilonewton per meter. Click on add option, close option. So now initially we will select the sulfate by using assign to view, assign yes option. So after that we have to assume this respected parapet wall load. Okay, so for that firstly we will select the front view, select top ring beam as well as your bottom ring beam. Why? Because the parapet wall load will be exist on this respected 2 beams only. So click on assign to selected beams option, assign option, yes option. So after that we have to add the live load for this respected bottom section. Why? Because it will be consisting of some of the load which is related to the live load condition system on that inside the tank. Okay, so click on add. So firstly we will select the floor load which is acting, let us consider less amount of the live load. I will consider -1, which is acting at a distance of 12 meter is the minimum value, and maximum value we will also assume here as 12 meter. Why? Because that respective slab is exist at the 12 meter height. Click on add, close option. So now we can see this is the live load for this respective structure under considerations of your respected load case. So after that select the hydrostatic pressure. Okay, so we have to assume the hydrostatic pressure depends upon your calculations. Okay, so basically before calculating the hydrostatic pressure we need to assume the height of the cylindrical portion. Okay, so as per our calculation part, height of the cylindrical portion was assumed here as 5 meter. Okay, so for 5 meter capacity height we need to calculate the hydrostatic pressure. Basically for hydrostatic pressure we have the formula which is related to the rho GH. Okay, so where the rho is the density of the water and G is the gravitational force and H is the height of the cylindrical portion. So here if you consider rho value is 1000 multiplied by 9.81 and multiplied by 5 meter height, so that it can get the value of 49.050. So we have to consider this respected value here which is having 49.050 load intensity. So we have to apply this respected intensity of 49.050 intensity kilonewton per meter square for the respected slab section. So go to your staad software here. So initially we have to select the hydrostatic pressure, click on add option. So firstly we have to select the plate load which is related to the hydrostatic pressure. So initially we have to select the plates. Go to click on select the plates. So go to select your plate cursor, select all these plate sections. So it will select all the plates here. So click on done option. So firstly we have to assume the minimum value of the hydrostatic pressure and maximum value of the hydrostatic pressure. Just I am assuming minimum value will be consisting of -1 kilonewton per meter square and maximum value will be, as per the calculation, it is consisting of 49.050 intensity which is act in y direction, zy direction here. Click on add option. So it will add your hydrostatic pressure condition which is related to the plates here on the right hand side section here like this. So after that click on cancel option. So now we can see all the hydrostatic pressure is added here. Okay, so after that we have to add the wind loading condition. So select the double X, click on add. So firstly we have to select the wind load which is an X condition system with the factor 1, add button. So after that we have to add the factor as -1, click on add option, close option. Now we have to select the wind load which is in Z direction. So click on add. Firstly we will select the wind load which is in Z condition system with the factor 1, add button. Again we have to add the -1 factor, click on add, close. So now we have to add the load combinations as per the considerations of the load cases. So for that firstly we have to select the load case details option, click on add. So select the auto load combination option. Firstly we have to select the Indian standard code, click on select your all general structures, click on generate load. So it will add your load combinations here like this. So click on add option. So it will add load combinations here like this, click on close option. So after that we have to select the materials here, select the concrete material, assign to view option, assign option, yes option. Now we have to analyze this respective structure. Go to analysis and print. add your no print, close option. So again we have to go to analyze option here, run analysis, save option. So it will run the analysis for this respected water tank. So here we have to check for the zero errors. So here my model is observed with zero errors, zero warnings. Go to post processing mode option, click on done option. Okay, so click on apply your all lower cases, click on OK. So this is the deflection diagram for this respected tank. So again we have to select the shear force diagram, select Fy value. So this is the shear force diagram. Again in the same process we have to select the Mz value, which is related to the bending moment diagram, and these are the right side tables are the values which is related to your respected intensities. So after that we have to select the plate pressure, select the stress type as absolute pressure, click on apply, click on OK. So this is the maximum absolute pressure for this respected water tank due to presence of the dead loading condition, live loading condition, and hydrostatic pressure, wind load in x direction, wind load in z direction condition. So after analysis process completed, we need to design this respected structure. So go to modeling option for that. So initially we have to click on the design option. So firstly we have to select the concrete design. So in this we have to select the IS codal provision. So here I am selecting IS 456 code. Select here, click on select to parameters. So initially we have to deselect all parameters. So from this we have to select compressed strength, yield strength of shear reinforcement, maximum main, maximum secondary. Click on add option. So firstly we have to define the parameters which is related to the grade of the concrete, grade of the steel. So here I am considering grade of the concrete is M30 grade concrete. Click on add option. Again I am selecting Fy main which is related to the 500 grade, 500,000. Click on add option. Again I am selecting Fy section reinforcement which is related to the 500 section also, 500,000. Click on add option. Maximum main just I am selecting here as 20 members. Add. Maximum secondary we have to consider here as 16 mm or 12 mm, depends upon your considerations. Add option, close option. So go to comments option, select design beam comment, click on add option. Design column comment, click on add option. Slab element comment, click on add option. Takeoff comment, click on add option, close option. So now we have to assign this respected question marks for the tank. Select FC value by using assign to view, assign yes option. By selecting Fy main by using assign to view, assign yes option. Select Fy section reinforcement, assign to view, assign yes option. Again in the same process we have to select maximum main, assign to view, assign yes option. Maximum secondary, assign to view, assign yes option. Select design beam comment. So firstly we have to select the beams which is related to the bracings and bottom ring beam as well as your top ring beam for this respected 3 lakh capacity water tank. Let us consider here like this. So click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option. Now we have to select the design column. So firstly we have to select beams parallel to Y condition. Click on assign to selected beams, assign yes option. Select design element by using assign to view, assign option, yes option. So after that go to analysis and print, add your no print option, close option, go to analyze option, run analysis option, save option here. Okay, so here we have to check for the zero errors for the respected design also. So here my model is checking for the zero errors. So here my model is observed with zero errors, zero warnings. Go to post processing mode option, click on done option. So here we have to select the beam cursor. Let us consider the beam cursor. Select any one of the beam, double click on it, click on concrete design. So this is the concrete design for this respected beam section. In the same process we can select the column command. So this is the column reinforcement details for this respected beam. Again you have to select the bottom ring beam. So click on concrete section. So this is the bottom ring beam concrete reinforcement details. Again you have to select the top ring beam section, double click on it, click on concrete design. So this is the reinforcement details for the concrete top ring beam section. Okay, so after that we have to load the output file. So for that firstly we have to select the staad output file option here. So click on this results option. So click on the concrete design section. So these are the results which is related to the bottom section ring beam and top section ring beam section reinforcement details and column section reinforcement details by using staad pro v8i software. So this is the complete process, analysis and designing of 3 lakh capacity water tank design by using staad pro v8i software. If you have any queries about this respected video, please text me your questions in the below comment box. I will try to give the answer for the respected questions. Thank you.